Welcome to another session. My name is Mr. WANDETO, and this session I want us to look at simultaneous equation. Now we go to the second method of solving simultaneous equation, which is known as the substitution. So how do we go about in solving simultaneous equation using the substitution method? First, we need to understand the substitution method, what it is all about. Now, substitution method, we can relate this one to the soccer, where we have example like World Cup, the Premier League, Africa Cup of Nations, and so on. When the football is being played, we usually have a substitute, and what happens is that a player gets in, another one comes in place of that player. So the same case here, when we talk about the substitution, we are going to be having a number replacing another one. So it's that kind of a scenario where something is occupying the space of the other. So that is what substitution is all about. And to demonstrate that, let's do an example 1, where you have x plus 3y is equals to 8, and 5x plus 7y is equals to 24. So you have to solve the simultaneous equation using the substitution method. And what have you said? We need to have one number that's going to be replaced by the other one. So in this scenario, we usually write one unknown in terms of the other. Like you can use the first equation there. We have x is going to be equals to 8 minus 3y. We take 3y on the other side, we'll be left with x is equals to 8 minus 3y. So when we use a particular equation, maybe first one or second one, now we are going to take these values here, the 8 minus 3y, on the second equation in place of x. So here we have 5x plus 7y is equals to 24. This x here, we substitute with this value. So we are going to be having 5 into bracket 8 minus 3y plus 7y is equals to 24. And then you open the bracket, you get 40 minus 15y plus 7y is equals to 24. 40 minus 15y plus 7y, that is minus 8y is equals to 24. We can take this on the other side. We have minus 8y is equals to 24 minus 40, which we are going to have as minus 8y is equals to 24 minus 40 is minus 16. So y will be divided by 8 minus 8 on both sides, will going to be minus 16 over minus 8, which is equals to 2. So we have got our value of y. Then we need to get the value of x. We take this formula here, x is equals to 8 minus 3y. So you get 8 minus 3, our y is 2. So 8 minus 3 times 2 is 6. We get 2. So in our case here, x is 2 and y is equals to 2. So that's how we solve a simultaneous equation using the substitution method. A very simple way and a very good way of looking at those questions. So basically, the simultaneous equation a very simple one, a very good one, and we just have to follow the procedure. It's very simple, and then you get yourself to that. Let's demonstrate with another example. We get example 2. We have 2m minus n is equals to 11 and 3m plus n is equals to 49. I want to solve this simultaneous equation using the substitution method. Now, in the same case, we just need to put one unknown in terms of the other, and we can use like the first equation there. We have 2m, we bring n this on that side, then take n on the other side. Minus 11 is going to give us the n minus n. When we close the other sign, it's going to be positive n. So in other words, n is equals to 2m minus 11. When you have one terms as in terms of the other, then we come to the second equation, 3m plus n is equals to 49, and replace the values of n with that value there. So 3m, now instead of having this n, we replace with 2m minus 11, which is going to give us 49. And then we have 3m plus 2, get 5m is equals to minus 11, we take it on the other side, would be 49 plus 11. So 5m is equals to 60, and then m is going to be equals to 12. So that's how you get the value of m. Very simple. Now, how do you get the value of n? We replace the value we have here. N is equals to 2m minus 11. So 2, our m is 12 minus 11. We get 24 minus 11, which is going to give us 13. So our n is going to be 13. So that's how you can be able to solve a simultaneous equation using the substitution method. And whenever you get your values of m and n, it is always good for you to go back to your question and check whether the answer you have gotten, whether they are okay. So we can maybe use the second part here, 3m plus n is equals to 49. We check whether our answers are correct. So our m is 12, so 3 times 12 plus n is 13. Let's say this is 3 times 12 is 36 plus 13. This is going to give us 49, which corresponds to that. Meaning now that our work is okay. Let's have another example, that one, and maybe the last one for this session. Good. Have another question here. 19x minus y plus 7 is equals to 0, and 13x minus 4y plus 5 is equals to 0. Now, this is a simultaneous equation, and you're required to solve it using the substitution method. Now, you can rearrange it maybe to fit your maybe interest, or you can just be solved the way it is, no problem. So now, the first thing you do is to look at which is the simplest value or unknown to write it in terms of the other. And when we look at our case here, the first equation we can be able to write y in terms of x. So you can have it like this. I take y on the other side, so I'm going to be left with 19x minus plus 7 is equals to y, or I did from the other side, y is equals to 19x plus 7. So when I use the first equation, I'm going to come to the second equation and then replace the values of y with what I have there as 19x plus 7. So 13x minus 4, what is my y? You have to put that one into bracket. 19x plus 7 plus 5 is equals to 0. So you open a bracket, 13x minus 4 times 19 is 76x, and then minus 4 times plus 7 is minus 28, plus 5 is equals to 0. Then you subtract the 2, 13x minus 76, you get minus 63x, then minus 28 plus 5, that is minus 23 is equals to 0. Then you can take minus 23 on the other side, you have to do minus 63x is equals to positive 23. Divide by minus 63 on both sides, so have x equals to minus 23 all over 63. That's the value of x. Now to get the value of y, we use this part here. We have said y is equals to 19x plus 7, and then we'll get 19. Our x is minus 23 over 63 plus 7. So 19 times minus 23, you get minus 4, that's 7 all over 63 plus 7. So you can have as a single fraction out of 63, then you have minus 4, that's 7, or 63 divided by 63 is 1 times that, get 4, that's 7, plus 63 divided by 1 is 63, then 63 times 7 is 441. Then we add the 2, minus 4, that's 7, plus 441, I'm going to get 4 all over 63. So that's the value of y, and our value of x is equals to minus 23 over 63. So that's how you go about solving the simultaneous equation using the substitution method. Then when you get your answer, you can be able to replace it with the equation there to get to see whether your answer is correct. Otherwise, I would like to end my session there.